Welcome everybody, and thank you for plugging in the outlet. I am your host Ted Luke, and tonight on the show we have Sonny Diesburg. Sonny is a musician from Charles City, Iowa, and to start us off, actually, Sonny's going to hit it with another song. Let's go.
She's so underwhelmingly accommodating me, more selfish than a cat, and she'll probably never see her high vanity, and she's okay with that. When she loves me, loves me, loves me, ain't nobody love like that. And when she touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, ain't nobody touch like that. Her favorite song is Let Her Go, and she always flips her phone. It's probably best that I don't know, 'cause when she loves me, loves me, loves me, ain't nobody love like that. And when she touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, so tenderly, no one touched like that. Maybe I'm crazy, but she's my baby. Couldn't save me.
Hey, thank you. Let's give it up for Sonny right there. After the break, we're going to sit down and talk to Sonny about his aspirations in music, so don't miss that. We are back, and before the break, we had Sonny D perform probably the greatest song ever, right? And what was that called, actually?
Yeah, it's cool. Loves Me?
Loves Me?
Yeah.
You just make that up on the spot?
Well, I just wrote it this morning.
You just wrote it this morning? Wow, that was quick turnaround right there.
Yep.
You remembered all the lyrics?
No.
No?
But that might have inspired the solid version of it, so.
Solid version, hey, that's all right. Now, you do a lot of performing, right?
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of traveling with that?
Yeah, I do a lot of traveling in general.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I'm going to go someplace, I usually try to book a couple shows to kind of supplement my trip as far as the money goes.
Okay. And you get a lot of good reviews when you're out on tour?
Yeah, I do well. Actually, I feel like I thrive better in towns where I just really don't know anybody. There's no pressure, so I can just kind of be creative and try to build some sort of atmosphere while I'm in a different atmosphere.
Within the calendar year, where have you all gone?
Let's see, last month I was in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
Within the year I've been in Boston, recording a really cool studio out there.
Really?
South Carolina, Charleston. My mom lives there, so I have a good reason to go there. Kansas City, Minnesota, playing for some colleges and stuff like Riverland. Yeah, it's pretty much
So
all I
all
can
over
think
the
of
place,
right now.
basically. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And now you talked about the YWAM.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to talk about that? And what is
Yeah,
that?
sure. It's a Christian educational program that I'm doing this fall. I originally studied business entrepreneurship through the Papa John program, and so the DTS that I'm going to, which is Discipleship Training School, focuses around business entrepreneurship, and so my lecture phase would be out in Colorado Springs, and then part of the curriculum is that I would get to coordinate my mission work, mostly in rural areas on eastern side of the world, so likely Thailand or Cambodia. Or
That's awesome. Now, do you get a lot of inspiration from that, kind of the traveling, the missionary stuff, or do you want to do that?
Yeah. It's cool to get in different atmospheres. Honestly, I think 90% of the songs that I write, I just kind of lock myself in my car. Cool thing about Charles City is, like, you know, I see it every day, but it's a good centralized location, and we have a beautiful river with a kayak course on it. So I go down by the amphitheater. I just park my car down there and just kind of just write out whatever I'm feeling.
Right away. And now you have social media you talked about earlier. Now, do you have a tagline that you want to, like, people search you at, or on Twitter?
Yeah. If you like my music, I would suggest going to Sonny Diesburg Music at Facebook and like it. You know, if you don't like my music, don't go there. You'll hate everything you see. Otherwise, I have a Twitter and an Instagram, and it's all really simple. It's just at Sonny Diesburg. So. Okay.
Now, how did you get into music?
So I think I've been singing ever since I was little. I'm like a shameless pop music lover. You know, through the 90s, I had Backstreet Boys and NSYNC albums, you know. And then growing up, I hadn't played any instruments, but my dad had won a guitar at a golf tournament, like when I was a kid, and it just sat in the corner of the living room collecting dust, you know, for like probably a couple of years, and it was just no name, made in China. And then in no time, eventually I picked it up, trying to make some noise out of it, and I think I discovered 2 chords. And I thought they sounded really cool. Everybody else in my house wanted me to stop, but I ended up pursuing a little bit of worship music with my church, and that really just kind of ignited it.
Okay. Now, do you do a lot of writing? Like, do you do a lot of writing with your spare time?
Yeah.
Like, how much do you write too?
I just really write whenever the inspiration strikes me. I always have to have a phone with a sound recorder, because my writing process is usually like I'll hear a melody in my head, or I'll hear you know, like some sort of catchphrase where I'm like, oh, that would be good for a song. So I'll just, you know, sing it into my phone. That way I don't forget it. Because, I mean, there's nothing worse than if you have some sort of inspiration hit you and you don't have a guitar, you don't have anything to record on, or you don't have anything to write down. That's the worst feeling. So I try to be ready for any time it just kind of hits me.
Kind of hits you. Well, that's enough on my end. Do you have anything that you want to tell anybody that's watching?
I just appreciate you guys watching this, and check out my music online if you can. I always love some more fans. So.
All right, thank you so much. And after the break, you guys stay tuned, because we're going to hear another song with Sonny D, all right? Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you for staying tuned to The Outlet. We are here with special Sonny D, and he has actually another song for us, so take it away, Sonny.
Baby, I drive all night on 0 sleep, just thinking of you till my car's on E with the radio playing and too many love songs. Though it hurts my soul, baby, I still sing along. Wish I were a superhero. I would just strap on my cape, wrap you up inside my arms and fly away. I'll be your Superman. You'll be my Lois Lane. I'll be your Peter Parker, baby, yeah. You'll be my Mary Jane. I'll be your Superman. You'll be my Lois Lane. I'll be your Peter Parker, baby. You'll be my Mary Jane. I'll be your new best friend. Your love could heal my pain. I'll be your new Prince Charming, and you can be my queen. Yeah, I'll be your Superman. You'll be my Lois Lane. I'll be your Peter Parker, baby, yeah. You'll be my Mary Jane. I'll be your new best friend. Your love could heal my pain. I'll be your, and you can be my queen.
All right. That might be my favorite song. I don't know. We'll see. All right. After the break, we have a couple more guests coming on to the show to talk about the benefits of performing cover songs as well as original music. One of those guests will be Hunter Gray. So let's take a look at some of the music him and Sonny have done in the past.
Sunday morning, rain is falling. Steal some coffee, share some skin. Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to your demons, they fill you with fear.
So it looks like we have a lot of great discussion coming our way. So stay tuned as we talk to those musicians about the music they prefer playing. You are back with the outlet. Right now, we're going to talk a bit about the cover music versus original music and what is best for the artist. In the studio right now, we have our musical guest, Sonny D, as well as Wartburg musician Hunter Gray, and the musical fan, Tori Jokums. Now, what do you guys usually prefer playing? I don't know, whichever one wants to field the question first. What do you guys prefer playing, cover music or original music?
Yeah, I'll take it. Well, I just know in my own experience, I really like writing songs. But as far as getting paid as a musician, people want to hear songs that they know, especially if you're gonna play a private party or something. So that's kind of where covers become a necessary part. To be able to get popular with just original music, you can sort of, at least around here, I think that's possible for a niche market of people that really like music and finding new music, like music fans, radio people, those kind of people. But just for people in general, they like to hear a lot of covers. So that's why I personally like to play a lot of covers, and I think it's kind of a necessary thing if you want to at least be able to be supplemented financially when you play.
Okay. Now, Sonny, what do you think about the same thing?
I think inevitably you have to play some covers. If anybody's gonna see your potential as an artist, they have something to compare it to.
Yeah.
So it shows your what level of vocal control you have, how well you can perform or change the song to fit your own style, and then. You look at really successful cover bands like Boyce Avenue. It's just they got famous by just playing a ton of covers, but eventually they're able to push their original music that way too. So it's kind of a path that you can take to be seen. Otherwise, if you start off the bat just playing original music, there's no doubt that the fans that you gain from that are going to be more diehard, and they're going to be better fans and they're going to buy whatever you put out because you're the only one producing that. But it's a really hard avenue to take.
Yeah. Now, Tori, being a fan of the whole music industry, what do you prefer to hear from new artists? Would you say original or cover?
I think that both of what they said makes a lot of sense. It's I like a mix. I really like to discover new music, and if I'm going to go to a show, I want to hear what they can do for their own writing and what they're performing, but I definitely see the benefit to doing covers as like you said, give something to compare to, and also to just kind of amp up the crowd. Everyone gets super excited when someone plays, a Backstreet Boys song or something like that. So, but I think mostly I'd prefer to hear original music.
What genre do you usually go to for shows locally?
I mean, I like acoustic because there's an intimacy to it, but I also really like. It's more about, I think, the energy that is getting put out than it is a genre, because I've seen a wide variety around the area. I'll go to the Hub a lot, and like there's just such a wide variety of people that play there. But if the energy that they're putting out is good, then I think that's more important.
Yeah. Now, both of you, Sonny and Hunter, would you guys wish that you could play more original music, usually out and about?
Well, when I do shows, I usually try to throw at least a few originals in there. Mm-hmm. And it depends on the venue. For instance, Spicoli's in Cedar Falls, they prefer to have original music in there over cover music most of the time, just because they're kind of that like more intimate, smaller like venue built up of people. People come there that are more into like the indie scene and like into a variety of music and things like that. Versus like the Hub in Cedar Falls, it's more like a college bar type of place, and so people like to hear covers and cover bands and things like that. It's always fun to play originals, and there's always kind of like a certain set of people when you say you're going to play an original that tune in, but there's always some that kind of tune out too because they're not really interested in hearing a song they don't know. So it's kind of a hit or miss thing when it comes to, it just depends on the venue and the people that are there, but I think it's really important to do both. There's always some people looking for each side of it.
Sonny, your side of that?
I really like when I have the opportunity to like play originals, and I feel like I'm in the right spot, and I know it's the right time for people to receive it. Usually smaller crowds of people in atmospheres, not like Saturday nights at a bar, because those guys, they really just want something to move to. Most of the time they don't hear it, so if you play something familiar to them, they'll really get into that, and people like to relate to music that they know, but it's not, especially if you want your music to be appreciated when you first show it to them, not really the best time to present it to a crowd. So anytime I get the chance to play like a festival or something where they want me to play original music, or even like in the outlet where you guys have asked me to play original music, that's always a really good opportunity for me.
Okay. Now let's go down the line. What kind of genre do you guys like to hear most when you go to a show? Or just in general, maybe?
Well, me personally, I kind of go through phases, even with songwriting. Like, I'll go through phases of something a little more like bluegrassy or poppy or something like that. And in terms of what I like to listen to. And I think that's probably a big thing as far as going to shows and seeing cover artists versus like songwriters. Shows that have songwriters and things, you're going to probably mostly hear like bluesy or like indie stuff that could be easily translated to an acoustic type of environment, at least around this area. And then the cover bands will just play, usually we'll cover a variety of really popular songs, classic rock, some pop songs, some country songs, whatever will get the crowd moving and things like that. So
what about you?
I listen to stuff across the board, so it's kind of hard for me to pick, and I definitely go through phases as well. But I think mostly, what I look for in music is something that is going to resonate with me emotionally. So if I feel, kind of connected to what they're doing, then that's what I'll gravitate towards, and that does totally change depending on the week, the month, whatever. So
exactly, yeah. Sonny, what about you?
I'm a really big fan of live music, so excluding polka and death metal, I'm usually there. and so it's just interesting to see how people present their shows, because it's not even the same atmosphere. If you go to a country show, it's not the same thing as like, Hunter and I play at the Hub, or another band plays at the Hub, and it's like they're playing top 40 stuff all night. And it's I guess because as a musician, you're not so much from a consumer standpoint as you are somebody just like really paying attention to all the details and seeing how you can use some of the things that they do, or like, oh, I don't like that. I don't really, there's not a lot of times I get to just like sit back and like soak it in.
All right, well, thank you guys for talking to us. And then after the break, we're going to check out what artist is coming on next on the show. And we're going to hear more songs from Sonny. So stay tuned. Thank you all for sticking around. And then coming up our next show on March 27th, we will have a Waterloo-based band called Dylan Sires and the Neighbors join us in the studio. The band has made quite a name for themselves in Iowa with their unique, cohesive sound. Check out a little bit of their music video for their songs Pictures of You.
Sunday morning, rain is falling.
Hey, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. I say, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind, yeah. Now, baby, I got your number, and I know that you got mine. I say, baby, I got your number, and I know that you got mine. You can call me baby anytime that you gotta call me. And give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. I say, give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. 'Cause I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind.
Thank you all for plugging in the outlet. We'll see you next time. There you go.